Shalom. First and foremost, giving all praises, honor, glory, respect, and blessings to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakach Kadash. Salutations to the Lord's elect on the four quarters of the earth, pushing this truth and sincerity while patiently waiting for Yahweh Shai's return. And double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, which have taught us everything we know through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. And welcome to another series of GMS on the Job, where I am physically working for Esau at Esau's plantation. But while I am physically working for Esau, at his damn plantation, I am also doing the spiritual work of the Heavenly Father and His Son, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, by providing spiritual lessons and spiritual edification to the benefit of providing a decent meal that the Lord's elect may be filled. And I wanted to say a couple of things about bearing your cross. Nobody said that bearing your cross was going to be easy. Here it is, the most littlest shit happens to you and you earrings and toilet, and you just like, shut the fuck up, dude. Okay? Nobody said bearing your cross was going to be easy, period. Okay? There's always going to be something in life that's going to attempt to hinder you from serving Yahweh Shai. There's always going to be something in life that's going to ruffle your feathers. There's always going to be something in life that's going to take you out of your comfort zone. There's going to be something in life that's always going to make your life more difficult than what it already is. But are you going to continue to complain and cry about it like a little bitch? Or are you going to fucking man up? Because every time that the most littlest shit happens, you always got to complain or fucking cry about it. Sounding like a little fucking punk. And I'm just speaking in general, okay? I'm just speaking in general, Some of you guys in this truth, you need to man up, man. Real talk. You need to man up. You're not the only one going through shit in this truth. We're all going through something. Some brothers might be catching more hell than others, but what did the scripture say? The Lord have put on us according to that which he knows that we're able to handle. But some of you guys, man, you act like you're on your menstrual cycle. You're on your period. Okay, it's time for you to take that bloody tampon off and throw it in the trash. And just because the most littlest things happen to you, it doesn't mean you have to say something about it. Because, that's what the so-called black woman does. You might see that one dish that you always wanted to eat off of in the sink because it's dirty. It's just sitting there in your sink. But you got something. You got something to say to the brother about it. You lazy ass mother. You couldn't rinse that off. It's like, grow up, dude. The most littlest things should not be offending you. And yet it's happening, And if the most littlest things are offending you, you know what people will call that in the world? Being sensitive. And that's a straight up effeminate spirit, you know? The most littlest things are offending you. You know, if the most littlest things offend you, how much more the more bigger things? Hell, the biggest things might give you a heart attack. And then what? Now you find yourself out of the camp. Now you mad at brothers. You know, you turn into a ghoul, a goblin, a big green ghoul. You know, big stomach, chubby, got a bump on your nose and on your shoulder that you can't let go. You making secret accounts, you know, scoffing, saying this and that about brothers. You doing little secret things behind brothers' back because you got offended at Yahawashi. And what did Yahawashi say? Blessed are they which are not offended in him. I don't know if that's Luke the 12th chapter, but Yahweh, or that might have been Mark the 12th, the 9th or 12th chapter. I can't remember right off the back. But Yahawashi said, blessed are they which shall not be offended in me. You got a lot of guys in this truth that are offended at Yahawashi. You know, and it's not good for somebody to you know, to be easily offended at this truth. You know, you shouldn't be letting the most littlest things get to you, because then that makes you sensitive, and a sensitive person is the same as a person who is effeminate. You know, just because something happens doesn't mean you always have to address it. Sometimes you should just leave it be. You know, which is not always the case scenario. It just depends on the seriousness of the situation. You know, but now if it's like, you know, a very serious situation to where, you know, it's just, it feel like it's causing you to burn to the point to where, you know, you want to do something, then you should talk to the brother about it, man. You know, and don't be on that little weak punk ass shit. You know, you keeping quiet about the situation, you letting it all build up inside you until finally you explode, and then you want to talk about it, because you know the scriptures speak about putting off that weak nature. You know, we're supposed to be men in this truth. You know? And the most littlest things can also occur at your job that may bother you. You know? The most littlest things that may bother you might also occur at your job. It can occur with your woman. You know, it can also occur with the things that happen in your household. It can occur whenever you're just out and about, you know. You know, one of your so-called friends in the world, you know, he might throw the basketball at you in a joking way, and you know, you get all mad and offended. And, yo, don't fucking do that, bro. Real talk, don't do that. Come on, man. That's that weak, emotional spirit, man. You know. I mean, especially if you know your friend is joking with you, man. Look, you're supposed to just rub it off, like, you know, you're supposed to laugh back, or how. I mean, I can't speak for everybody because, you know, not everybody has the same spirit in them. But you know, I mean, getting offended though, because somebody threw a basketball at you in a joking way instead of, you know, taking it for what it was, which is really just, you know, a playful manner joke. But, you know, come on, man. We're talking about Jake here. Jake likes to fool around, man. You know. And hey, sometimes, man, you can't take Jake too seriously, man. You know, you just can't. But you know, the scriptures speak about bearing that cross. You know, rather if your car break down, you know, rather if it has something to do with your household. Rather if it's something at your job, you know. Don't let it stop you from, you know, serving Yahweh in this ministry. Don't let it stop you from working out your salvation with fear and trembling. Because we got some guys in the truth who literally let that happen. They'll start getting weak because they get rebuked, or they'll, you know, their boss is chewing them out at work, and you know, they're just, you know, demons attacking them from all directions, and they don't know how to respond to it. You know, Yahweh said, if you seek, you shall find. And sometimes the Lord will put you through certain situations to see how you will react to it. Let me tell you something. The Lord likes a person who knows how to hold their peace. Now in Ecclesiastes, the 3rd chapter, it tells you there's a time and a place for everything under the sun. A time to speak and a time to keep quiet. You see that? There's a time to speak, and then there's a time to keep quiet. You know? You don't always have to open your mouth every time every little situation rubs you the wrong way, where, you know, you're mad at brothers, you're mad at the world, you know? And you shouldn't be like that in this truth. You know, you shouldn't be, you know, letting the harshness of life get to you. Instead, you know, you should be learning how to deal with it, because that's what men do, you know. Real men learn to adapt to the hard situations they're in. You know, like I'll give you an example. When I first started working here at this job, man, this shit was fucking hard. Okay, I'm lifting wheels that weigh almost 200 pounds. You know, some of the wheels here weigh almost 300 pounds, but you know, I'm lifting them, putting them on a pallet. My first day working here, man, I'm like, bro, after my first week working here and getting paid, I'm dipping. You know, this shit was hard. But you know what I did? I prayed to the Lord. And I asked him to give me the strength to deal with this job. And now look, I'm going on what? My 4th or 5th week here. I can't necessarily remember. But I know it's been almost a month since I've been working here. And look, I'm still lifting these heavy ass wheels, doing my thing for the sake of you know, paying the bills and rent at the house, taking care of the brothers at the house. You see? So sometimes you just got to learn how to adapt to certain situations, you know. The Lord will put you in certain situations to see what you will do. Will you complain about it? You see? Or will you just deal with it? Because no matter how many times you complain, the Lord is still going to put you through what he's got to put you through. Okay? Because when Jacob's trouble comes, the Lord, he's not going to want no weak ass men a part of his army. Okay? He's looking for those who are willing to suffer and deal with the situation, adapt and overcome it in order to get their salvation. Yahweh don't want no weak individual, you know. He's crying all the time because of the most littlest shit that's happening to him in life. Yahweh is not looking for that type of person. Like I said, man, sometimes things happen in life and you just got to deal with it. You know, nobody said it was going to be easy. Nobody said bearing your cross was going to be easy. With that, I'm going to say, Shalom. On to the next one.